Hey everybody, Dwayne Blais here with NSDA. Today we're going to work on wall work. So what we're going to do is go through a little bit of a progression, going from one drill to the next and adding some different elements to it. But the biggest thing with wall work is the puck is on the wall a lot, or on the boards a lot. And ideally we'd like our players to be able to pick it up with their sticks. So whether you're working with young kids or older players or pro players, it's a skill and it's something that we got to get some repetitions on. So the biggest thing is going through the technique on how to pick it up with our stick, and also working on our backhand side and our forehand side. Having players begin by picking it up with their skate on the boards is totally fine. So coming down the boards and picking it up with their skate, no problem at all. But this will be a quick little 3 progression drill going from just work on the basic skill into a 2-on-1. So what we'll do is we'll have players on both sides of the center ice circle like this. And you can go through this quick on the whistle. Once that player kind of reaches the blue line, you can hit the next whistle. So these players are going to come in. Now you can set them up on the outside of the circle like this. You can set them up on the face-off dots right here. If you want, if you have a larger group and you want to push them back a little bit, that's fine as well. But we'll get our players set up opposite each other. So let's say we go the face-off dot or opposite circle. We're going to take off on the whistle. First player is going to come around like this, and first player here is going to come around on this side right here. They're going to come around. We're going to have a coach in the corner down here out of the way so they're not getting hit with pucks. And this coach is just going to lightly rim pucks up the boards. All right, as players get older, we can rim that puck harder. We can move our coach over to this side and have a hard rim all the way around. But to start off, just a nice light rim up the boards, and that rim's going to come up. And this player right here has got to come down the ice, pick up that rim on the boards, and then they can finish with a shot. And as I mentioned, as that player gets kind of around this area right here, the coach can blow the whistle again. We have our second player go on, third player go on, and now we've got a little bit more momentum, more players moving. And the big thing here is as that player's coming in, as that player's coming down the ice, make sure right here they're shoulder checking. So they're looking over their shoulders, seeing what's available, scanning the ice, and then also trying to get that puck off the board, so getting their body in a good position, not getting too tight to the boards, but staying off the boards a little bit so they can use that stick to get that puck and then take it to the net. All right, simple, super simple. Get players opportunities to get reps on that and gets them a little bit comfortable with picking up that puck with their stick as they're coming around the board. So same thing, second part of this. We're going to have our players back on the face-off dots like this, or again, could be off the opposite sides of the circle, wherever you decide. Now we're going to send 2 players. So 2 players are going to go at the same time. First player is going to come around like this. Second player is going to be our shooter, and they're going to come in. Same thing's going to happen. We're going to rim that puck up the boards. Now this first player's got to get that puck off the boards and find their shooter right in here that's coming down the ice. So again, making that quick little play off the boards and then making that pass for our shooter. Now this player right here, as they get better, more experience with it, you can have them pull the puck off the wall, try to get off the boards, cut back and hit that player high. You can add some different stuff under pressure, a third player kind of giving them a little bit of pressure on it. But really simple, just making that, shoulder checking as they come in here. So they're shoulder checking, finding out where that support player is, making the play off the wall, moving it to that player in the middle. All right, so now we've got basically a 2-on-0, just getting a shot on net. Again, once these players round and get to that blue line, you can blow that whistle. The next two players will take off and do the same thing. And the third progression of this, you'd have the same thing, players lined up down this side, same idea. Now again, you can be creative with this and you can tweak this a little bit, but now we're gonna add a little bit of a 2-on-1 to it. So first player, same start. First player's coming around here. Second player is gonna be our shooter. Puck's gonna get rung up. You're gonna get it off the boards, give it to our shooter. Shooter's gonna shoot. Right after that, these players are gonna curl down low on the opposite side. And now we're gonna pick up this puck off a rim going out of our defensive zone. So now the coach is gonna rim a second puck around this way. Now these players gotta make a play. We got our support player coming in nice and low and helping out. And then we got our third player in line here is gonna come out, gap up, and now he's taking them down 2-on-1 down this side. So now we got our player who picked up our rims, jumping in the play, and we got a defenseman taking them down 2-on-1 on the opposite side. So just a simple little rim drill, just working on picking up pucks off the boards. Now into a 2-on-0 at the net, just getting that puck off the board to our shooter, and then turning it into a 2-on-0 there, a little bit of a defensive zone wall pickup here, and then down into a 2-on-1. So a simple way to kind of work on our wall work, but progressing through 2 or 3 or 4 different stages without having to move our players around too much. All right, try it out, and again, be creative, add whatever you want to it, take out whatever you want, but you can always take any drill that you see and kind of customize it to your team or your group. If it's a small group, you could do this similar drill structure out of one end, half end, or out of even one corner if you wanted to, just by being creative and coming up with some new ideas.